So far, we've compared and contrasted the value of Harris and Trump on the issues of life, sex, and pornography. Those who believe in traditional values should be much more comfortable with Trump. The Harris positions are so extreme that even liberals are shocked when they learn of them. But these are just the most obvious issues and some of the big ones. What about the 10 Commandments overall? How about thou shalt not steal? Seems obvious, but Kamala Harris supported Prop 47 in California, which, among other things, reclassified the following offenses from felonies to misdemeanors if the dollar value was below $950. Shoplifting, grand theft, receiving stolen property, forgery, fraud, writing a bad check, and personal use of most illegal drugs. Trump called her out on this at the debate, and the media lashed back. But let's look at the facts. For one thing, shoplifting became an epidemic. This proposition specifically prohibited police from arresting shoplifters if the value of what was taken was below $950. Many more stores were forced to close their doors just due to crime. In fact, Newsweek even wrote a story about it in March of this year. Its full list of California stores that have closed due to crime. Stores listed include 7-Eleven, Whole Foods, Nordstrom, Target, Starbucks, Denny's, In-N-Out Burger, Macy's, and Taco Bell. Does that reflect your values? Of course not. And it's the hardworking people of California who are hurt, rich, middle class, and poor. Plus, prices go up from those who try to stay in business to offset the losses. It's consumers who are being robbed. Is this what you want in your city and neighborhood? Should the person who was the brainchild and ardent supporter of California Prop 47 be given keys to the White House? Prop 47 was also about drugs. She supported it, and deaths from overdose skyrocketed. Take a look at this chart based on official government data. Within 3 years of passage, death rates started rising. Across the board, overdose deaths are 3 to 5 times higher than what they were before Prop 47 was passed. Even the CDC has noticed the tragedy of increased overdose. It's not just California. The University of Toronto Department of Economics saw similar impacts in Oregon with the mass decriminalization of drugs. The Journal of Public Economics found increased overdoses correlated with needle exchange programs similar to those offered in Prop 47 as well. Now, Prop 47 is a signature policy for Kamala Harris. If it were working, she'd be touting it. Now she's denying it. And real people have died as a result. I'm going to quote Pacific Justice Institute. The number of people killed by drugs in the 9 years from 2014 to 2022 is over 60,000. Yet if the number of overdoses had remained at their 2017 levels when Prop 47 kicked in, the number of deaths would have been 24,340 over the same 6 years. The media will try to tell you that Harris had nothing to do with Prop 47, that she stayed out of the fray as Attorney General. But that's not how the people of California remember it. And as a major leader in the state, she could have and should have spoken up against that insanity. She didn't. In fact, she was a big proponent behind the scenes. What she did was to allow Prop 47 to be marketed to the public as tough on crime. According to NBC, Steve Cooley, who served as LA County District Attorney from 2000 to 2012, blamed the rise in crime on Harris and the referendum. The damage has been untold and, in a sense, irreparable, said Cooley. Now, he's a Republican, but he was the head of Los Angeles District Attorney at the time. He said it was beyond bait and switch. It was fraud by misrepresentation. Also from NBC News, Douglas Eckenrod, former Deputy Director of Parole for the California prison system. He said, Kamala Harris is not a hardliner on crime. Prop 47 couldn't happen without the AG's office support, her support. He said her support of it was literally critical.